dating apps,
No matches?
Oh, another match.
Why can't I get a match?
first dates,
It's a date!
Like, as a date?
relationship advice,
I've had a few relationships gone bad.
and more.
Okay, yo, you're gonna love this.
Let's talk dating with Brock Olson.
Chattanooga-based dating expert Brock Olson once again joined me on the line. Happy Valentine's Day, Brock.
Happy Valentine's Day to you too, Gino.
It's like your Super Bowl, right? This is what we've been practicing for.
All year long. Yeah, today's a really important, very busy day for me. So I'm glad that we were able to get on today.
Thank you for taking some time out of your busy day and helping out one of our listeners on Valentine's Day. Her name is Meg. I'm going to jump right into this email. And then I want you to get your gut reaction like we've been doing. And then, of course, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back. And then we'll let you really get into it so you can give Meg some solid advice.
Sounds great. Let's go.
It says, Dear Brock, my husband and I live like roommates in a house. Even though we do have a lovely marriage and have a son together, we just do not feel like a married couple anymore. My husband is never intimate with me, and I get really anxious and frustrated about it sometimes. I feel extremely stuck in a never-ending loop. I tried talking with him about it, but he says that we are quote-unquote older now, and that's just how life is. I love my husband and our family, but I just want him to want me. Please help. What should I do? And again, this was sent in by our listener, Meg.
All right, Meg. Thank you so much for submitting this. It's so interesting that you sent this because I literally got a message that sounded very similar to this directly in my DMs just last night. So you sending this, I think a lot of other people are feeling this way as well. So when we come back, I am going to dive into this and give you some really good advice on how to get that spark back.
Looking forward to that. We'll be hearing from Brock Olson in just a few songs on Hits 96.
All right, Meg. Again, thank you so much for writing this in. A lot of other people are feeling this as well. And this is actually something that a lot of people experience in marriage and relationships that, you know, once we get into some monotony of our lifestyle, you know, we got work, you said you have a son, you know, sometimes we can just kind of lose the priority of the relationship itself. We prioritize the kids, we prioritize our jobs and just kind of the workings of our day. And what ends up happening is we let the spark of our marriage and our relationship just kind of fall to the wayside. So your husband saying, you know, this is kind of just what happens when you get older. I do not believe that. And I think deep down you don't believe that either. It's kind of just an excuse, in my opinion. And I'm going to be completely honest and blunt with you. I just think that's an excuse. What we really, really need to do to maintain that spark is remember the things that caused that spark in the very beginning. It was curiosity, it was mystery, it was change, it was newness. We need to continue to infuse our relationship with those experiences. So if you guys are constantly going to work and prioritizing your son and things like this, and not so much your relationship, your romantic relationship, you guys really need to come up with a plan. Maybe one of you comes up with like, hey, this is what we're gonna do on a Friday night, but it's a secret, and you're gonna I'm going to plan the whole thing, and you kind of toss this back and forth, and this creates that mystery again. It creates that opportunity for you to get excited about spending time with your partner again. Really, that feeling of just like the spark dying is only coming because you're not prioritizing the romance. I am actually guilty of having done that in my past marriage. So I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know how that feels, but I don't want to see that relationship and the marriage that you have go to the wayside. So really, really focus on rekindling that spark. Focus on ways that you can do some fun things that you two have maybe never experienced before. Go to new shows, go to new places, things that just like really excite you, things that you wouldn't normally do. You have to have that in a relationship that's going to be fun and engaging, and I guarantee that spark will come back.
And what a day to reignite that spark, Valentine's Day.
Absolutely, yeah. Valentine's Day is so perfect for that. So do something that's fun, something that's unique, something he wouldn't think about. And, you know, if this is something that you are truly having the issue with, like I put the responsibility on you to address it, lead a little bit, show him that, hey, we're not old. And being old doesn't mean that we have to stop trying. You don't have to let that creep in. That doesn't have to be your life. So lead by example, do some fun things, inject some creativity into the relationship, and I guarantee he's going to get on board pretty quick.
Absolutely, I think so too. And it's always nice when listeners like Meg write in, because there are so many people. This doesn't seem like it's an original story. There's a lot of people that are dealing with this at one point in a relationship, especially those that have been together for numerous years, as you mentioned. Sometimes life just gets in the way and you have to kind of fight that.
Yeah, you're 100% right, Gino. So yes, our job, just like, getting up, going to work, taking care of the family, like, you still have to focus on the romance of the relationship, because if you don't, it's going to die like anything that you don't put attention to. So everybody that's listening, prioritize your relationships and the love, and keep the spark alive that way.
Well said, absolutely. Thank you to Meg, who wrote in. If you out there listening would like to ask Brock a question, send me an email. We'll get it on the air for you. That's Gino, Gino, at WDODradio.com. All the details also on our website, and you can check it out on our Facebook page and Instagram. And if you ever want to reach out to Brock, your speed dating event just recently, I heard, was a huge success.
Yeah, I had a really great turnout. Everyone had so much fun. I think a lot of really great connections were made that night. A lot of positive reviews. I'll be having my next one, I believe, at the end of March. So if you want to make 2023 the year that you get into a new, fresh, happy, healthy relationship, sign up for my speed dating events. Go to brockolson.com, go to services, and just sign up.
Absolutely. Again, that's brockolson.com, and we'll post up the link on our socials. Brock, thank you so much. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day night with the wife, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you so much, Gino. Happy Valentine's Day.